What is up, y'all? I have been waiting around 6 months for this, and it's finally arrived. It actually arrived around a week ago. Hyperlite Magic Carpet Foil Wing. I had been riding this kiteboard brand foil for a while now, and there's nothing really wrong with it. It rides great, it carves pretty good, and the only thing I'd really wanted more out of it though was that I wish it could have pumped a further distance. It seemed that it didn't really have that much glide speed underwater. I don't really know foil terms or anything like that, but it just seemed that if I was pumping as hard as I could and trying to travel a long distance, I would almost tire quickly. And as soon as I hopped on this Magic Carpet foil, I was instantly sort of relieved because I felt it had quite a bit more speed underwater and I could travel a lot further distance while pumping. And even though that Magic Carpet had that great speed and could pump a very long distance, it still had sort of that great carvability that this one had. So I'd say overall the Magic Carpet wing is a super awesome one. We'll make a video about it here pretty soon. We'll just kind of film me cruising around on it and having some fun. So now that I have two wings, I don't really care about this one that much since this one is kind of my baby now, but there's something I've been kind of wanting to do for quite some time. I just didn't really want to lose a foil, but now that we have two, it won't really matter as much. But I want to try and just bolt a ton of different objects on foils and see what we can actually get on top of the water. So I guess today will be the very first day of me doing that. I'm just gonna hop in the truck here in a sec. We're gonna drive to Home Depot and pick something out, and we'll bolt it on the foil, and we'll head to the lake on the jet skis and see how it goes. Pulling up to Home Depot now. I think the best bet for the first video is just a big giant piece of plywood, and it looks like this top one already has some slight bend to it, so it'll have a good amount of rocker. And we can basically just cut whatever shape out of that we want. Back at the house, Graham's here, and this is kind of the shape that I drew out. I just traced another board, and then we're gonna cut a fishtail out of that. So just gonna go grab the jigsaw now. We're gonna cut this out, and then we're gonna bolt that wing onto it and head to the lake. Oh baby, damn, it's gonna be nice. I'm not the perfect carpenter, but I think it's gonna work. Joel would have been pissed that was speed 1. I don't even know if I want them to see this because they already talked about my carpentry skills on the internet. I know I'm not great, and I know these lock washers are too big for this nut, so cut me some slack. There she is. She's not the prettiest. The rocker line I noticed in the store earlier is more like kind of twisted than an actual rocker line, and also those washers were supposed to go on top, but I didn't really look at these bolts before I got them. There's actually like a square bit underneath that, so yeah, hopefully those don't pull through. Should be good. The Mac Fox bike is holding the board level right now. They actually just gave me that for free. Seems pretty cool. Only rode it for a second, but if you want to check that out, do that. And we're gonna go to the lake now and try her out. Just got to the boat ramp. Graham's gonna be the captain, and we've got the wooden foil board down there by the water. Just gonna throw these jet skis in the lake and should be good to go. Got the GoPro mounted on a POV mount on my head, and we're gonna walk over here to this beach area. Rope's already hooked up to the ski. Graham's gonna be the best driver on earth, and I think the odds of this working are about 99%. The odds of it snapping is also possible, but I think that we're gonna have a pretty high success rate, so we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it doesn't sink. Oh, it floats just barely. Nice. I think it's oh, actually it might be sinking and now it's getting wet. We're gonna have to pay attention to that. Oh, I'm touching the bottom. Okay, yeah. Whoa, and we're in there. It's definitely flexing upside down, kind of like camber, but it's for sure working, and it feels pretty good. This is actually my first time to ride this wing after riding the Magic Carpet, and now that I went back to this one, I can definitely tell it feels a lot slower than that one for sure. Or go quicker. Oh yeah. I mean, the board on top, it feels pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. All right, Graham. All right, cut it. Oh, this board is way slower than the other one. I'm trying to get back to the handle. Uh-oh, is it sinking? Yeah, whenever I went from this wing to the other wing, I don't know if I felt the jump to how much better it was, but now that I went from that wing back to this one, I can definitely feel that it's a bit slower, but the wooden board itself, it works pretty good. I think if it gets a bit more wet though, it's probably gonna sink, so we're gonna have to be careful. I'll go again. Yep. Okay. I'm trying as hard as I can. Ah! Woo! We're up. I don't know if you can see on the camera, but we are definitely flexing upside down. There's quite a bit of camber in the board. All right, that's gonna be it for today for the wooden foil board. I kind of knew from the beginning that it was gonna work no matter what, but I figured we'd still give it a shot. Overall, it worked pretty decently. I kind of liked that it wasn't as buoyant as your standard foil board, just because you could kind of keep it underneath the water whenever you were getting up. However, it was almost too not buoyant to the point where it would like almost sink whenever my feet were on top of it, and if I pushed down too hard, it would almost like just travel down towards the bottom of the lake. But I did like that it wasn't quite as buoyant. Some of the things that weren't so good were that the board would kind of camber while you're on top of it, and it would just sort of bend upside down. So if you came all the way down to water level, your nose could sort of like shovel and make you go underneath the water. So overall, it just wasn't really rigid enough and wasn't quite as good as, say, a compression molded board. All in all though, it ended up working out. If you guys have any ideas of what I could sort of bolt on top of a foil for us to sort of try and ride, that'd be awesome. Leave that down in the comments below. But yeah, if you guys like this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Comment below what kind of videos you guys want to see in the future. And remember, I'll be opening a wakeboarding video every second day forever, so make sure you guys subscribe. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.